Welcome to one of my absolute favorite videos in this entire training, Building Your Success Path, Lesson 3, Create Your Vivid Vision. It was Abraham Lincoln who once said, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Now, it might not make that much sense now, but essentially what he's saying is, if you want to go get something, just start doing it. But you might think, well, that's just a load of bull poo, right? Well, it actually turns out no. It's another concept from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, where he says, set your mind on an indefinite goal and observe how quickly the world stands aside to let you pass. Basically saying that if you're definitively trying to accomplish something, a lot of people will either help you do it or they'll actually just get out of your way so that way you can do it. How do you even know what your goal is, though? Your real goal in life is whatever makes you happy, but also produces real income. And the reason why that is because without that real income, you can't really truly be happy because you'll just be broke, poor, living in a dumpster, whatever it is, right? So like in the modern world, you do need money, unfortunately, to make a life. So your real goal, since you're here, is likely to pursue music into a career. That said, you need to know what your success looks like when you achieve it. Are you playing shows 180 or more days a year? Are you living fat off of a royalty check? Are you teaching music? Are you combining multiple efforts together to create an income that is livable? The best way to achieve this vision is to create it now. So what is a vivid vision? Well, this is a business practice that I actually learned from someone named Cameron Herold. He's the author of Vivid Vision, a remarkable tool for aligning your business around a shared vision of the future. The basic concept is that you want to vividly imagine what your life is like in 3 years when your career is successful, you're happy about where you are going, you have created progress, you have a good work-life balance, you no longer stress about bills, etc., etc., etc. So what does this mean exactly? So imagine you are watching a movie of your future self. Writing out your vivid vision is essentially writing out a day in the life of your future self. What are you doing? Where are you? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What are you touching? What are you tasting? And a lot of the reasons why you put in a lot of that sensory stuff is because when you can actually sense it, hear it, smell it, any of that stuff, it makes it ingrain into your brain a lot more vividly. And that's why it's called a vivid vision. You basically are trying to jump into the mind of your future self and think about these things. What actions led you to this happy place? These are what I call future memories because they haven't actually happened yet. So they're in your future, but that future self you're jumping into has memories between now, the current moment that you're in right now, and that future place. So they might have said, oh, I've done this in the last 3 years to get to where I'm going, right? So that's a future memory. Who helped you get there? How did they help you? What does your income and lifestyle look like now? And this, again, is 3 years from now. Are you successful by your own standards? So these are things to keep thinking about. Defining success is one of the biggest keys that you're going to have to kind of come to terms with throughout this whole process, because if you don't ever define success, you'll never know where you're actually going. So here's an example of a vivid vision for musicians. This being January 5th, 2026. So 3 years roughly from when I put this together. Today I woke up as I do most Monday mornings at 6 a.m. so I can start my day with a workout before I hit the shower and get ready for my day. It's cold outside, so I use the elliptical I just purchased for my own Christmas present in my garage to get a 6-mile run in. I'm no longer working for a job I hate. So imagine this 3 years from now, you're no longer working for a job you hate. After getting dressed, I head downstairs to cook breakfast for my wife and son. Today I make banana pancakes from scratch. Oddly enough, I legitimately just made banana pancakes from scratch this morning. And the sweet smells of banana and brown sugar fill the house. Spending time with them has been a huge joy as I'm working from home and I don't have to travel all the time, except when I am touring, which I only do about 50 to 75 days out of the year. I then head to my office, which is basically a room with my music gear and computer, to start working on my task list I left from last week. Today I need to create some training videos for the guitar instruction program I am working on. I got the idea to start teaching guitar lessons after I saw a YouTube video from the DIY rock career about things I can do to supplement my income. So I slowly built up my client base, and now I have about 10 clients in person and work with about 50 more clients virtually every month. On top of this, my band started applying business principles to our career, and we consistently make about $20,000 in profit per month that helps pay the bills as well. Most of it comes from direct sales to our fan base as opposed to streaming sites that we are now in the 10,000 streams a day range. I now enjoy my life as a musician, And I get to spend more time creating music and inspiring others to do the same without the stress of trying to work a full-time job to make ends meet. Does any of that example resonate with you? Does that feel like something that you want to accomplish, and then 3 years from now, that's where you want to be? Do you see how the smells, the visuals allow you to picture more of the life? Banana pancakes, bananas and brown sugar, seeing things, feeling things, right? What do you see when you picture yourself 3 years in the future? That's what you're actually going to write down. So take this action. Download the Create Your Vivid Vision template from below this video. Fill it out, print it out, and then bonus, create a vision board with photos that match your vivid vision and make it your desktop or phone background.